He's 14-3. He's the number 3 ranked UFC Bantamweight Cory Sandhagen in the flesh. Denver, Colorado. Easton's just got his sparring done. How we doing?
I'm doing good, Schmo. How about you?
Hey, the Schmo can't complain. This interview, long time coming.
Yep, long time coming. We didn't get to catch each other in Vegas. I was a little tied up with some news.
Yes.
Yeah.
You wanted to wait till you get the first opportunity to tell the Schmo, but you probably told someone else. But you're fighting Petr Yan for the interim Bantamweight Championship in Abu Dhabi, UFC 267.
Yeah. Happens like that, man. You just get a phone call. Do you want to fight for a world championship? Yeah, I do want to fight for a world championship, and that's how it happens.
See, it's interesting because when the decision was given to TJ Dillashaw in your fight against him, the Schmo asked him in the post-fight press conference, if you get the nod to be an alternate to the fight, would you step up? He said yes, but it turns out he got more injured from the fight than you. He couldn't step up. You're the right man to go for it.
Yeah. I got a heel hook against TJ that tore his LCL, and now he's out and can't fight, and now I'm the one that gets to fight.
That's right, man. Now, you had a lot of steam behind you prior to the Aljamain Sterling fight, man. He got the job done. He choked you out, 88 seconds. How much growth has Cory Sandhagen had since that moment?
Yeah, a lot, man. I just wasn't intense enough going into that fight, and you got to be intense. This is like the highest level of fighting that you can be at, and just, didn't do it that night, and I should have, and I'm really looking forward to the rematch I get to have with him.
Yes, indeed. But then in the Marlon Moraes fight, one of the best knockouts the Schmo's ever seen, man. You were back on the highlight reel. You got the momentum. And then obviously it was a great fight with TJ Dillashaw. Now you got the opportunity with Petr Yan. What do you think is going to be the key difference maker for you becoming the man with the gold strap over a Petr Yan?
I think Jan's really good, but I think that I have a lot of ways that I can finish and hurt Petr Yan, and I think that my abilities and the route to success for me, I have more ways than I think Yan has in beating me.
Where do you think Rob Font fits in this equation? Because if there's anyone else who the boss man, Dana White, and the matchmakers were going to call, it's going to be Rob Font. Where do you think he stacks up? Do you think he's got to fight one more, and whoever he fights, which we know he's going to be fighting Jose Aldo, that's the number one contender fight in itself?
Yeah, that's beautiful. I hope Rob Font the best. I wouldn't have been offended or anything if Font would have got this title shot instead of me, but it was me, and I think it's because I had a really good fight against TJ. It was a really close decision. A lot of people think I won. I myself think I won also, and but yeah, I think that Font's putting himself in a really good spot too.
Speaking of title shots, what do you make of Henry Cejudo trying to get a title shot versus Alexander Volkanovski? Come back and go for C4.
I'd watch that fight. I'd pay for that fight. I would pay for that fight.
You're a fan of that fight?
Yeah, I would be a fan of it. I'm a fan of Cejudo. I'm a big fan of Volkanovski too, and I would love to watch that fight. I would be, I don't think that that's an easy fight for either one of those dudes.
That's right, man. Now you have a great back tattoo. How do you think your back tattoo stacks up against some of the others in the UFC? Let's say like a Sean Brady.
What's Sean Brady's?
It's like a devil type thing all over the back. It's like red, demonic.
I dig it, man. I dig it. I think it looks good on camera. I think mine looks like a smeared thumbprint on camera, and I definitely wasn't thinking how this thing will look on camera, but yeah, I would say that his looks a lot better on camera than I think mine does.
Now, you're an adventure seeker. We're here in Colorado. We got the mountains. We got the higher elevation. What would you say is a big advantage for a fighter training in this elevation, in the wilderness out here, in this environment, let's say, over others?
I mean, the elevation makes a difference, man. Anytime I fight at sea level, I feel like I'm a superhero. Like, the muscles just rebound a lot quicker. I feel like that fight week, I recover a lot quicker. And, I get a run at like 11,000 feet. Like that's my Friday afternoon run is at 11,000 feet. And I don't think, like that's really, really hard to simulate if you're not from the state.
That's right, man. And what's the final message you have out there for all the Cory Sandhagen fans out there worldwide?
Yeah, man, I just appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully I'll be winning a belt, and I can be really responsible with that belt, fight a lot, and cement a legacy, and be a good dude in the process.
He's the pro. I'm the Schmo at Easton's and Elevation, Denver, Colorado. We're out.